Welcome back, Bingers. Thanks for clicking. Today's comic, we're checking out Battlefield Action. Now, when I first saw this artwork, I thought this could be from the 70s, or I was even more thinking the 60s. But I didn't notice all this writing up in the top right-hand corner, where it's Battlefield Action issue 82 from August of 1983. But here's the thing. We have credits for the penciler is Charles Nicholas and the inker is Vince Alaskia, but there's no credit for the writer. So I went to look this up. The story we're checking out today is actually a reprint from 1957, and it has it with a question mark, so we don't know for sure, but it has the writer credited as Joe Gill. And if you don't know who Joe Gill is, a lot of you I'm sure do, but Joe Gill is arguably the most prolific writer in comics, not only of his era, but of all time. So I thought that was pretty cool. So without any further delay, we're going to crack open our comic. Night Patrol. Peace talks were going on at Panmunjom, and people back home nursed the comfortable conviction that the Korean War was over. But for us in Korea, it was far from comfortable, nor was the deadly fighting at an end. There was a neutral zone, and we were dug in on one side, with the Chinese commies not too far away, well within range of an M1, which put us within range of their MGs and mortars. There were no more charges by day, no attacks in force, but a new kind of action had developed. The sneaking murderous raids by the commies once darkness fell, and our own retaliatory forays into the commie lines. I was a corporal, and after John Midzik was killed, I usually led a patrol from our platoon on alternate nights. I was scared stiff most of the time, with very good reason. And there we get another shot of our artwork. Watch it, Roro. They spotted us. Ra-da-da-da-da-da. Woody, get the guy with the light. Pachoo! Woody nailed him. Hey, Vic, you okay? Let's get out of here. Come on, we got too far behind their lines this time. That was Korea in November 1952. Oh, the fighting was at night, fought in the mud and the freezing rain. Algonquin! Tomahawk, it's me, Raro. No casualties, Skipper, lest you get a Purple Heart for being half scared to death. We'd all have 'em if you did, Raro. Get your guys and bring 'em inside. Got some coffee in there. We can't find any troop buildup over there, Captain. We got as far as Bloody Gulch before they spotted us and we had to take off. How'd it go here? Dagwood Jones got hit bad, but he'll live. They got a strong patrol in through our wire before we spotted them. But we got our lights on them and shoot them up pretty good. Okay, you guys sack in. We may get relieved one of these days. We slept. Everybody in the company slept during those bitter days. The company got a new captain that day. Our old skip, Vince Rossitier, stuck his head up twice from the same place to take a look at the commies and pay for his mistake. That's right, Captain Rossitier's dead. Of Staff Sergeant Lucas, acting CO until you get a new company commander up here. Our luck was all bad that month. We were assigned an officer who'd been a general's private secretary or something back in Tokyo or the Pentagon. And this creep didn't care how muddy it got or when we got to sleep. Sergeant, I want this man made an example of. He's sleeping at an unauthorized time. His uniform is filthy and his weapon covered with mud and undoubtedly useless if he ever musters the courage to use it against the enemy. Take his name and have him report to me later. Captain Tanner, Corporal Raro was out on patrol last night and... Shut up, Sergeant, or you'll lose those stripes. Take his name, I said, and I'm going to take away his stripes. I'd like to put a slug right in Tanner's... Button up, Whitey. I don't care about the stripes. I never did like leading out night patrol anyhow. Better get inside, Captain. The commies are... Stop fussing, Sergeant. I'm aware that there are communist troops over there. Pachoon! Get in here, Skipper! I don't know why. What they were doing. I've been hearing about high patrol, Sergeant. I'm going to go out tonight and reconnoiter. Okay, Captain, but it won't be a picnic. Rauer here is the best man we've got for patrols. I could see the dislike in his eyes. I didn't like his rear echelon commando. I didn't like this rear echelon commando much either. He was out on patrol last night, sir. That's why him and the others were asleep when you arrived. Get yourself cleaned up, Corporal, then report back here. Should I take a shower or a nice hot tub bath, Captain? What kind of soap should I use? Scented or just plain Korean mud? We're not animals. We don't like being dirty any more than you do. That's enough, Ferraro. Get out of here and clean up. It was hate at first sight between us, but he had the railroad track on his collar, and there was no sense arguing. I sent Whitey back to the ammo dump to scrounge around for stuffing. Hey, Vic, I got him to give us a 6x6 truck loaded with water. It's just over the hill. We really can take a bath. Yeah, and we can really catch pneumonia too. But I'm game. The thermometer stood at 39 degrees, and there was a wet, cold wind blowing, but we went ahead and took GI baths. I still like to get even with that new skipper, Vic. Don't be a chump, Whitey. Matter of fact, now it's done, I feel a whole lot better clean than I did dirty. Tanner was waiting. He'd smartened up a lot already, not showing himself where enemy bullets could reach him. Well, that's much better, Corporal. Sergeant Lucas has been briefing me, but I want you to lead a patrol tonight. I'm going out with you. I think the speech balloon is actually supposed to be Terraro. It'll be rougher tonight, Captain, than it was last night. The commies will send a patrol in strength into our lines. Captain Rossetier was trying to find the area where they were located without any success. I've got an idea, though, as the patrol might do some good. We found out the path they used through their wire, and I know how to get through their territory. Now all we have to do is infiltrate their line and be waiting when their patrol returns after the raid. Very well, Corporal. There were 5 of us that night. Whitey, Lindstrom, and Tony Cicini, plus Captain Tanner. We had to nurse them all the way. Don't cut the material, soldier. You ruin. Cut the clothing, Whitey. He'll get us all killed staggering around like that. Lindstrom spotted a slopehead up ahead. That Swede had cat's eyes. He circled around, taking his time, then gave us the word. All clear, Vic. Move up, Captain. We gotta be dug in when the commie patrol heads back through here. Get down low, sir, or you'll wind up as dead as the last skipper we had. Stinking slimy mud, I'll be a mess. I had to laugh as Tanner bellied down. I knew the wet was in his skin, and I could imagine what he looked like by morning. Pachoo! What's happening? Where are they shooting at, Corporal? Us, Captain. That is, they're not sure we're here, and they haven't spotted us, but they're hoping that's all. Now clam up. The commies will be here soon. I heard them first. After 50 or 60 patrols, your ears get pretty keen if they live through that many nights. I think that needs an edit there. Here they come, Whitey. Try to pick out the officer with them. Kapow! Whitey, got the brass. Open up, you guys. Rat-tat-tat-tat. Bam! There are at least 30 of them, but we took out half of them in that first burst. The rest of them came in at us like wolves. We're outnumbered. We better retreat. We can't, Captain. There are more commies behind us. He tosses a grenade. Ba-bam! Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat! How about moving out, Vic? Did the skipper see enough? I don't know, Whitey. How about it, Captain? Had enough? He wasn't so bad. I can remember my first patrol when I almost passed out. We led Captain Tanner back through the wire, back to the CP, and left him there. Wake me up if the captain starts squawking, Lindstrom. How about Whitey? The medics look at him yet? He's taken care of, Vic. Captain Tanner didn't bother us much after that. In fact, in a week or so, he was hard to tell from the rest of us. So, nothing fancy, but I just thought that was a cool little story. You know, it isn't like GI Combat where we got ghosts or weird war tales or anything like that. This comic is weird. It has a lot of like bodybuilding stuff and stuff like that. This is pretty weird too. Well, you got your pretty innocuous ad for the comics here, and then we look at here. Start right to left. We got an ad for American Heart Association, baseball cards, and this is 1983. And then you got comics, how to draw, become a professional model, learn about Yahweh, and some type of free catalog. But then you got this ad over here, Octon, and they're selling World War II replica stuff, and the name of the store here is Adolph's over there on Hennepin Ave in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't know exactly what's going on over there, but there you go, right next to the ad for Yahweh. I thought that was interesting. Oh, and there's one more in here. Make someone love you for $3, and it's, you get the statue of the Venus, and you can see send your Venus love goddess, send for your order and get ready for love, and lots of it. Mail your coupon with $3, and of course that's always New York, New York. Oh, and this one, patches, set of 12 patches. That's pretty cool. All right, I'd rather end on that. So here we go. Everybody have a good one. All that YouTube stuff, and until next time, I'll see you in the back issues.